So we can't just go in and shower and bath. So to go for a small swim first and then we
What,
go
the
for
suit,
shower.
the soap and the toothpaste?
Yes. And then we got everything out there. Got every material, everything.
Yeah, I'm really chuffed you guys got that stuff, and
Yeah. So now, hey, guys will help us a lot. So, hey, nobody can just come and say, hey, buy you something to buy.
Someone can come to us. And that's
at sunrise.
So now, it's on a double overseas now.
It's it might still be dark overseas. There's some very interesting anomalies actually that you find, because it's like in the summertime in England it'll be dark and light until 10 o'clock at night. Almost 10 o'clock, it's still bright light.
Yo!
Yeah, 10 o'clock in the summertime. Yeah, but when but when the winter time comes, then it's dark by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 3:30 in the afternoon. It's already dark. But the sun and the moon, guys, they don't make sense to me. And I told you the other day, Eugene, that the moon is rolling, right?
Yes.
Well, you know what I noticed when we're watching the moon? Like, you can't see it now because it's not gone.
It was on the other side.
Yeah.
And yesterday I saw it was
A little like a cup again, yeah, later in the night.
Going like anti-clockwise.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Well, you know what goes anti-clockwise here, but when I watch it in England, it goes clockwise.
Oh,
From the northern hemisphere, from the northern side, it actually is. When you look at it, it's like it's turning the other way. Because if you look at a clock face, they would say this was a clock face from one side and the other side, and the guy that's on the other side, he will see it as going anti-clockwise.
Yes. True.
You know,
on this side we see it going
this,
like clockwise.
yeah,
That side gonna be going like
anti-clockwise. Yeah. So we think that these are electromagnetic torus systems that we're seeing that are turning. So the sun and the moon doesn't make sense. As I said the other day, the moon also gives off a cold light. This is provable. The sun could not be 90 million miles away and then travel through like a vacuum of space in a cold place, very cold place, and then heat up again. Oh no, it's because when it hits the atmosphere, it gets warm again. No. That's not how heat works. Once heat is dissipated and lost, you're going to have to create some kind of friction. So, you know, and this is all stuff that's designed to deny us the truth, and that is that this place has been created for us.
But they're just fooling us and they're making like it's going on another side. Serious.
Because they want you to be a good slave. They want you to believe that you are random happenstance, lucky to be here.
Look at it like nicely. That's when you see, okay, this is how this thing is working. This is how this thing is. Yeah.
Morning, guys. Yeah. I will say we were a little disappointed that Indian family didn't get any chow last night. They ended up getting nothing because we got mobbed. You know the family that sit over there with their baby.
You know what I did? I give them toothbrush.
You get? Yes. You gave them the toothpaste?
Yes, I got them toothpaste. I give them cakes, that's ones.
Oh, yeah, the muffin.
They never get nothing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Something, you see?
They never get
I'm the first one who go there to give them.
Yeah.
When you come, they will already get those things. I make sure I give them, you can ask them. I give the mother of the child, I give the father, I give the other child that was there.
Okay.
You remember?
Cool.
Yeah, I give them all, but they can't get it all because there are lots of them, you see?
Yeah.
But I give it some of the stuff. Yeah.
Yesterday we got 12 loaves of bread.
Yes.
Oh, look at the birds. Man, look at these birds flying. That's beautiful.
Something comes out from the sea. They come and eat it every morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yesterday we had a bit of a mixed bag, with my friend Eugene. Eugene actually did me a solid yesterday. Okay, so something happened yesterday, schoolboy error. Like a guy who I thought was just a friendly guy working in the car park outside the hotel I asked him to give me some weed, so I give him like 10 pounds worth of money, you know, and because I said, you want some good stuff, I'll get you some good stuff.
Yeah.
200 rand. So I give him the 200 rand.
Yeah, and he just bought like for 60 bucks. He only used it 60 bucks and he kept the rest of the money. So on top of that money he kept, he still wanted more. So
yeah, he started like harassing me and stuff.
Yeah.
And
So it wasn't right.
wouldn't leave me alone, and actually was here and was, you know, like trying to, you know, follow me and stuff, and I really didn't want to. Earth is flat.
So
I didn't want
that
to.
wasn't the right thing, because we were like trying to protect him from you, because maybe he was gonna break his bone, but he couldn't see that because he was drunk already. The money that
He went and bought alcohol. Yeah, he went and bought alcohol,
Yes,
and then and I
yes.
think I saw him last night with a new shirt on. So I
even
think he
this
also
morning,
went,
I saw him, and last night
yeah.
we saw him like when we were going to sleep
Yeah.
there in a shelter, because we went on that other shelter yesterday
Yeah.
to sleep there. We never paid there, we went to pay on the bottom, on the pay list.
Uh,
So when me and my friend were going to the shelter, he was like, hey, yes, this guy, he was going with his friend.
yeah.
They would talk
Yeah.
and then they just turned and they walked back. And we were just talking, because we had like,
Yeah.
we still had bread and that drink, yeah. So we were just going and
Having a chat.
having a child conversation with my parents.
Cool. Hey, I just want to say this was my father-in-law's sweater, Roy.
Yes.
So he passed away 3 years ago. Also of the cancer. Also not being told the truth about how we can cure ourselves with cannabis. You know, marijuana, you can cure cannabis. So you can cure cancer with marijuana. No lies.
So
and this was known by the ancient people, but stolen from us.
Same like me, when I grew up, I was asthmatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I was like 15 years old, so I started to smoke marijuana. And then
It helped your
came-
asthma?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm no more asthmatic. I even know how to smoke cigarette now. I wasn't smoking.
You couldn't. You
Yeah,
can't.
Even
stick
me,
on.
when I'm
Yes.
sleeping, like I like to take
Huh?
Yeah.
Marijuana is medicine.
Yeah, it's medicine.
Absolutely. And your body has something called an endocannabinoid system, and that system is like needs oiling or greasing. And the cannabinoids in the cannabis plant is the best plant to do that.
Really?
But you can eat it, of course. You can drink it and smoke it. But,
Yeah.
but the best way to take it is to eat it, because you
Eat
know,
it.
yeah, the leaves
The
and
leaves,
yeah,
cannabis.
yeah.
Oh.
It's all very good for you.
I can
Even
see
the
the
seeds.
trucks now, they got this thing, cannabis.
Yeah, they started. The government now wants to start
Yes.
making money off it.
Money,
It used
they
to
got
put
the
you in
double.
jail. Now it's going to tax you, and it wants to profit from this. And you know, once upon a time they said, no, you can't do it because it's bad for you. We put you in jail.
Yes.
No.
Now they say, oh,
wanna
you can
get
do
from
it,
it
but if
now.
you pay
Yes.
me, I'll let you do it.
Yes,
And but I won't
exactly.
tell you the full truth. I'll only allow you to have some of it, or so much
Exactly.
strength, or whatever.
Yes, you are right.
True.
It's all a scam,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
How can it be 1 year it's like poison and I'm going to throw you in jail for selling it to
Yes.
plant to somebody? The next year I'm going to let my brothers and I'm going to let my friends in the companies grow it. Do you know that in England they've got the biggest farms in Europe for cannabis? The government is the biggest seller of cannabis in the world market for medical cannabis. The UK government. The government is still, as I said, 3 years ago they stormed into my house, they broke into my house, stole my plants, put me
Because
in
you were
jail,
growing it,
incarcerated
yeah.
my little boy in a room for hours, Andrea and the little boy, Alexander. They couldn't go out of the room while they turned my house over for growing some plants. At the same time, this country was saying, no, you can grow plants if you want to. In
Yes.
2018, when I was getting jailed in the UK. At the same time, the government is exporting tons, literally tons
Yes,
of cannabis
exactly.
on the medical market.
Yes, they do so. That's true.
And then people forget that once upon a time, well, they just a little bag of weed and they'll put you in jail. Once upon a time.
Yes.
Yes.
Now they're letting you sell it and make taxes and all this sort of stuff. And people don't say, hold on. You're the same people that put us in jail.
Yeah.
And now you want to make money from it. If I came to you and said, no, if you're going to grow tomatoes,
these
you're going to
people.
have to pay me, or you're going to put you in jail for growing
Smart.
tomatoes. It's as stupid as that. But the thing is that marijuana,
It's all
or
about scam.
cannabis, is medicine. And they don't want you to have that mind-cleaning
Yes.
potential. So
Yes.
what they've done is they've made cannabis into a drug,
Yes,
so people feel
into a
bad
drug,
for doing it. So
exactly.
in your
Yes.
head you think, oh, I'm doing a bad thing to myself.
Yeah.
I'm a bad boy in society, so I don't fit in, and all that sort of thing. In
Yes.
fact, it's you who's going to be protecting your body by using the cannabis. And they've made strains of cannabis that are so strong that people smoke it and they can't get off the floor. So yeah, I think that the cannabis thing is a great example, and it's also an example of how the voters, how the people are easily fooled into just going along with whatever stupidity is being perpetrated by the government.
We just go with the flow with the government. Whatever they say, we agree.
Yeah.
We can't be against them. They got the power.
So and the people in this country have been disempowered. I think black people were particularly disempowered through apartheid, and then they were given a government. So disempowered people were given a master, the government, to take care of them. So now, of course, they must continue to listen to the government.
Yes.
But you know, they had to white government, they had to listen. Now, black government, they have to listen.
Exactly. Because they're the one ruling the party.
Ruling the party. Whose party? It's not your party.
No, they are
Their party,
yes,
yeah, but it's not
yes,
our party.
Yes,
You know, it's
their
not a-
party. But now they want to, like, we must say from them.
Yeah.
See everything. They're making the rules. Everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
They make the rules. They tell you what you can do
Want to-
now.
Exactly.
When
They're
I
like
s-
controlling us.
Yeah, right down to how much you can breathe.
Right.
How much you can breathe. When they
Like
tell me
when
when the police, do the police sometimes tell you to put a mask on your face?
Yes, they do. They even like, you see, like these guys who coming right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
They're gonna write us a ticket
Yeah.
because we don't have our mask. We're gonna pay a fine for 1,000 rand.
Yeah,
Me
I
and you,
know.
because we haven't got a
Yeah,
mask.
well, we haven't had that problem. We've been told that we could be fined 1,000 rand by some
Let's go
police
sit
people.
there.
See the police
Right
coming.
now, they're gonna
There's the
come and find us. So we rather run away from them a little bit because we don't have our mask on.
morning. Wow, so beautiful. So beautiful. Hope you're enjoying that.
This is the guys who-
Good morning, all. Smash the like button. Yeah, thanks, Ricardo. I only eat, no smoke.
You
Good for
can
you.
see them in a car. They don't even have their masks on.
The police. Yeah, well. I say to people, you know, this is interesting. I say to people that
This is where they throw our stuffs.
oh, that's your new face towel.
Yes.
Nice one, brother. You guys gonna have a wash this morning.
You see?
Sorry, you were saying?
They're throwing our stuff there on the truck
When we sleep
when we're
outside.
trying to hustle for surviving. Maybe when we're selling our bottles. So they want us to have permits because we're making arts. It's
Oh, yeah,
artwork. I was
yeah.
showing you.
They're
the
taking it
bottles.
out in the bag.
They throw
Yeah.
it there, the bag.
Yeah. Why would they? These are often African, black African policemen.
Yes,
eh? This is not
yes.
like a race thing. This is
Yes.
people who would be your brothers, literally your tribal brothers.
Yes. But they do that.
But you know, I've seen
Because
this.
of what they've been told.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because-
They've been told by
The people
Yeah.
who
they
they
own them now.
Yeah.
They're telling us straight to. They've been told that they need to do that.
They've been told that. Of course, they've been told, because this is what we've got in the world is run by sort of order followers, people who will follow the orders. You know, that's why I was never very good in government, because I'm not very good in following orders. I do what makes sense to me, and a lot of what government does doesn't make sense.
Yes. Of course.
So here, in this country, it's surprising actually. I've been suggesting to people that this thing,
Yes.
this covering, the slave tag, the mask, the mark of the beast. I've been saying, I say to people, pretty much everybody I speak to here, I say, hey, are you aware that when you breathe out, you're breathing out toxic air? And most people say yes. So I say, you know that's therefore not good for you to be catching that air in your mask and then pulling it back in again.
Yes, that's a bread that's like trying to take it out. It goes back again because the mask is covering.
Yes.
It can't like go free.
Yeah. But what I find interesting, Eugene, is that I often say to people, has anyone said to you that those are harmful for you? That actually it's harmful for you to reduce the amount of oxygen that you're pulling in and to increase the amount of toxic, as you said, stuff that you're going to People say, no one's really saying that.
They never say,
one.
nobody have came
No
and told
one.
us, hey,
No one.
mask gonna harm your lungs or what.
No one.
They're just happy.
But most
when they
people
see
say,
us
yeah,
with masks.
I know in my head, in my mind, I know that there's something not right here with this. But no one is saying that. No one is saying, hey, this could be more harmful to you than the risk of anything else happening.
They're not like giving us that wake up call, like, hey, guys, the mask gonna harm you.
Yeah, they only just have to make us put
They
mask
just want us to put mask over and over again so we
Yes.
can
all the times.
carry on breathing the dirty breath.
Yeah.
inside.
Dirty breath,
So,
yeah. Yeah.
It's
The
like
one who's supposed to
they're
take
killing
it out.
us slowly.
Killing us, yeah, or maybe quickly, you know, if it happens that we can't, you know, in a year or so, people are starting to have serious lung conditions, you know, then yeah, we might see something very different happen.
They
Yeah.
were just now they were
Because
telling us
our
about
life,
cancer.
we need a fresh air.
Yes,
We need a fresh air.
we
But
abs-
they say
that's how
we
God
must
created
make-
us, right?
we must wear mask all the time. But what we gonna do? Because
You're gonna get arrested if you don't have a mask.
don't have a
on.
mask. They
This is in
come to
public,
you.
hey?
They come to you and write your name. They say name.
They fine
your
you.
ID. They give you a fine for 1,800.
It's crazy.
They tell
So
you
that's
you must
about
go to
almost
court
2
by
grand.
this date because you're not wearing a mask.
See, there's God's golden rule is to do no harm, and when I force you to wear a mask, right? Imagine this was apartheid South Africa in 1980, and I came to you guys and said, "Hey, you oaks, you gotta wear a fucking mask now." You say, "Hey, fuck off, white boy, I'm not doing that. Is crazy." And what if I said, now your children are gonna wear masks?" You say, "What? Get out, or we're gonna kick you out of
Yes,
town."
Yeah, we get a shamble for that.
Yes,
You're right.
yes.
You're right.
So, but now they've got a black government who we trust because, you know, we're black. Then we go, yeah, okay, well, we will trust these guys. If they say we must do this, this is in the best interest of my health and everybody else's health, then we will do this. And that's what government has done all over the world. It gets people to trust in them. It did that with Donald Trump. You know, most Americans thought that Donald Trump was an outside guy, so he wouldn't, you know, he'd do the right thing for the man. You know, he wouldn't go along with something ridiculous like making me reduce my breathing if it wasn't really the right thing to do. So most Americans kind of went along with it. And when they got the new president, they got rid of Trump. He's also like a guy who's just going to continue driving this agenda of.
Yes.
Some in America they say, no, we want you to wear 2 masks.
How you go?
Yeah, not 1, 2. Yeah, you know, that just to increase the amount of protection that you're going to give to somebody else.
Oh my God.
So I think that even HIV was another one of these things that has been designed to frighten people from each other and use something that, because some people did get sick and die for sure, but some people get sick and then you start getting these medicines, and then these medicines maybe make you more
Make
sick.
us
Make
weak.
it weak. Yeah.
The medicine's making you more weak, rather than, hey, you know, you've got a condition. It's probably because you're eating too much of one food, not getting enough sleep, not doing something else in your life.
Of course, you are right.
Yeah, and the doctor says, "Oh no, I'm sorry, that's AIDS or that's HIV or whatever," and then we're going to give you some pills.
Yeah.
And then in 1 out of 3 cases, those pills cause you to get so weak you don't survive. What if that?
That's true.
So all these viruses are used to kind of frighten us into being more kind of taking the pills and blah, 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 and under the control of the system and no longer in control of our own lives.
No, they got our lives into their hands now.
Yeah.
They're like controlling us. We must do this. We
Of
must
course,
do
we
that.
are eating even the same food
Yeah.
every day, like
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
That's bad for the body, man. We need the
You need some
variation.
meat, you need some protein.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see, we don't
Something
get
that's gonna
what-
make
Yeah.
your
What you
bones
gonna
strong,
Yes.
your mind strong.
Yeah, your vegetables and your fruit.
Vegetables.
Yeah,
Sure,
fruits,
sure,
yeah.
sure.
At least
Something
we
to
got
make
those
your
foods,
eyes
yeah.
We got you some fruit yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yesterday.
probably not enough.
Yes.
But yeah. So Andrea,
It's dead.
yeah. So Andrea, these guys and I, we go and get